Hello, so today we are very happy to have the founder of Smartbed to share with us the trials and tribulations that the company has gone through, successes that the company has seen, and ultimately the story of Smartbed. Okay, so hello. So the first question here on more general questions is, how did Smartbed started in the first place?
Okay, it was by chance that a friend of mine has his shop untenanted. And at the same time, I'm working the furniture line for more than 10 years. Getting too young to retire and too old for other new trade. So I decided to rent a shop and give it a try on my own.
I see. Yeah. So Smartbed is actually quite an interesting name. How do you, where do you generate the idea from the name?
Oh yeah, it was quite interesting. During my quest to Malaysia and China for the purpose of looking for quality and cost-effective furniture, I realized that most of the furniture does not really fit into our local HDB home. They are quite out of size for our HDB units, and therefore I think we need to alter them. Alterations, you will need a minimum order requirements of 50 to 100 sets each time when you order from them. So being a newly startup at the time, neither do I have the financial means nor the clientele base to fulfill those orders. I was quite discouraged at the time. All this while working for others, it didn't occur to me that search for sellable products can be quite daunting. Therefore, I was thinking if we can have furniture that can be easily put away when they are not in use, how good would that be? I started my quest for Murphy beds or wall beds, as you like to call it. Hence, I found them, and it occurred to me that they were so space saving and smart in concealing themselves. So well, I decided to call us Smartbed.
Okay, that's a very interesting story. So you started in 2017. How was business like during the first year, after you started it?
Yeah, we started in 2017. The first 6 months was smooth sailing, as I've advocated for low profit and high volume sales. We did not make a lot of money, just enough to go by. In the later half of the year, a bigger and stronger competitor brought in the same products as us. They started to bring the prices so low that it was not possible for us to continue this competition head on. We decided to keep our strength and go low profile. We diverted to storage bed frame and mattresses to keep on surviving. After 1 year, that company that competed with us was no longer in business anymore. And we persevered, and again we became one of the major market players in Singapore.
I see. So of course, the number one question that's on everyone's mind is that during 2019 and 2020, there was the pandemic, COVID-19 pandemic.
Yeah.
So just wonder, how did Smartbed, or how did you lead Smartbed to navigate through this period of time?
Okay, I think this COVID-19 did really impacted each and every businesses, big or small. It did impacted us a lot, and we are not allowed to open for business. And even when we enter phase 2, people are still quite reluctant to visit us due to the contagiousness of the virus. And with some help from the government, we managed to pull through. The other silver lining that resulted from COVID-19 is that we had managed to diversify onto e-commerce. We understand that from e-commerce there will be some lesser contacts, and people are more willing to shop on e-commerce. In fact, we changed from a bad thing into a good thing. Something negative to something positive.
Like, since e-commerce is more of the craze now lah.
Yes.
Okay. Then you mentioned that you started in 2017. It was a small shop, if I'm correct, in Woodlands.
Yes.
It was about 2,000 square feet.
Yeah.
So how do you manage to grow that shop into 3 mega showrooms right now with a combined square feet of over 40,000 square feet? How do you do that?
It's not easy. It's really not easy. I had succeeded in my first mission of bringing quality bed frames and mattresses at cost-effective prices. I told myself, why not we bring in a full range of furniture with the same conviction that I had in the first place? That's to benefit our consumers that who manage to support us and give us businesses. I strive to bring them quality products at very low prices. And again, I set up to do what was required. In 2020, 1st May, we had our Ubi mega size showroom with full range of furniture, and my plans worked. Hence, in 2021, 1st May, we had another mega size showroom in Bukit Batok that caters to our customers in the western part of Singapore. Right now, we have grown from a 2-person company to a company that employs 40 staff all over the world.
Okay. So, I mean, as your business grows, it's very layman business logic that your overheads will increase.
Yes.
So, meaning your rental, your utility bill, your manpower, this and that, and material costs also. So, I noticed instead of passing this extra cost onto your consumers, how do you keep the selling price of your products still so low, even after all those increase in overhead?
Okay. It's really a trying period. We had to use our resources with our partners in terms of suppliers and the volume of our business, and we work on the economy of scales to overcome all these price increment. I negotiated fiercely with our material suppliers using bulk orders and advance payments. First, to keep our suppliers afloat and easing them with financial woes, and second, to work closely with them to get the best out of the deal. In order to cut costs further on our logistical side, I got a warehouse in a nearby country and brought some lorries there. It was much cheaper to transport the furniture from parts of Malaysia to our warehouse in JB. And we had Smartbed 𝐭𝐶𝐬𝐭 company in JB to handle that part for us, the logistic part for us from Malaysia to Singapore. And from there, we are able to service our consumer across the causeway as well, therefore benefiting both countries in terms of businesses and employment opportunities.
I see. So it's really impressive to see how Smartbed has grown beyond the Singapore borders, yeah? So what other areas do you think that Smartbed will be able to improve from all this?
I think being in the service industry, customer satisfaction is the greatest challenge we faced. In fact, it was one of the biggest challenges for other big companies, including MNCs as well, because the demand for attention against the people handling is always overwhelming. Some customers will come back to us looking for rectifications despite years of using. Most times we will oblige. We are putting to test now is to connect our customers seamlessly through our apps, where we are developing right now. From the apps, they are able to track their deliveries and give real-time feedback. We'll also be informed on the latest promotions, and we'll be able to reward them through our loyalty programs. We'll be launching our 24/7 customer care this year. This is to ensure that customers will have a peace of mind doing business with us. The other area is community service. I find that it's every business's responsibility towards the betterment of our community. It can be done in the way of servicing our fellow Singaporeans directly or through donations or gifts. At Smartbed, we resolve to contribute back to community every National Day starting from this year. We will be contributing towards our elderly because without them, there won't be us.
I see. Of course. So when we gain from society, you have to give back as well.
We have to.
Right. So, okay, that was very insightful. So, do you have any last words before we wrap this up for younger entrepreneurs who want to be as successful as you?
Yes, I think the best advice is not to give up easily. In business, definitely you put through trials and tribulations.
Never easy.
Yeah, it's really not easy. But one thing is never give up. Explore all the resources that you have, especially that our government is very encouraging in entrepreneurship nowadays. They're giving out a lot of grants, they're giving out a lot of help and financial aids to companies, SMEs like us. Especially the first part is always difficult. As you go along, you'll find that things get eased up. Get the right people to do the right thing for you. And I think always look in terms of people's perspective. Always look at your employees' good points instead of the bad points. That's what I think I will give advice to younger entrepreneurs for that.
I see. Okay, so thank you very much for this Q&A session today.
Okay.
So that is all for what we have today, and we hope to share with you more in the future.